Yo, 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 what up, Flavor? Hello everyone, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Nawtystep channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a live review of the new track from Trampa and Marauda, Ruckus. Here we go, one of the most long-awaited collaborations in dubstep music, much rumoured, and finally here. This one is really interesting because you have one very clear and identifiable style and the clearest evolution of it working together. Trampa's approach is one of the most recognisable in dubstep. The first person to popularise tear-out delivery properly, I think, and make it his own. And Marauda, in his short-lived career so far, who has blown that style up, given it big room appeal, and unleashed it in a new way. And you can see the influence clearly. Marauda has made no secret of Trampa being his idol, the producer he takes from most. So it's awesome to see that this collaboration has materialised, you know. They've also got that Excision show, the back-to-back, coming up over the weekend, and whoever is going to that, I really do pray for you. Going back to the difference in styles, in spite of them having similarity, I'm very intrigued as to how the tune will turn out. Will it be more compact and together like Trampa, or more wild, blown up, explosive like Marauda, or a solid mix of both? I just can't really tell what it's going to be like. It's an exciting prospect. I rarely ever get excited for new music, but this is one where I trust them to make it work more than ever, and so I think no better way to kick off the live reviews in this new decade. For those that may not be familiar, a live review is me listening to the music for the first time whilst recording. Kinda like a reaction video, but more about the review and response side of it. So I will be stopping the track every now and then to give my thoughts on it while listening, and also coming to a couple of concluding thoughts at the end by answering some questions that I've already written for myself. But here we go, Trampa Marauda Ruckus. Let's do it! Before we get going though, one thing I must admit I'm a little disappointed by is the artwork. Before we get onto the music, very to the point and clear with regards to who's made the tune, which is perhaps the most important thing about it. A very black label as well, but it would have been great to have them in it together. A bit more colour to it as well would have been nice, and overall I'm not sure for me that it quite represents the hype of the collaboration. But anyway, here's hoping the music is as much of a ruckus as the title makes out. Shit. Fuck. I like that. Really setting a scene here. Dramatic. Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh! Fuck! Oh, I only got a minute left. What? Bruv. 1 minute left. I mean, fair enough. They're both very busy, obviously, with touring and whatnot, and everything they've got going on in their lives beyond that, which I may not know about. But still, 2.5 minutes, I mean, it's not that short, but I think also because the introduction is so long, and I really like that, don't get me wrong, they've done that very well, but I think they could have maybe elongated that dubstep sequence a little bit longer, because what we get is so good, you know, what we've got so far. Oh yeah, just the mix of styles, you could hear it so clearly. It's got the setup and backdrop of a Marauda song, I think. Yeah, that's my interpretation of it so far. And then all those little Trampa bits just kind of dropped in and spliced in. It just works really well. It's a collaboration that everyone saw coming, and it's actually providing the goods, I would have to say. Apart from, as I mentioned, it being quite brief. Yeah, the way that all of those sounds are playing off one another, it just works. But I suppose carrying on with this 1 minute to go. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's like a double drop as a second drop. Oh shit! Ow! Oh, that is so good. Woomba. Oh. I mean, okay, classic creepy little vocal sample to close things off there. Yeah, I mean, something else I was going to mention after that first half of the tune was about the variety that we get here. I think it's so good. I think we could have just had one thing repeating itself again and again. Say, for example, if it was just like a dun 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 dun. I can imagine they could have done that. Like, that is within the remit of stuff they could have done, but no, they kept it really fresh throughout. I think the ideas are pretty clever. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ideas bouncing off one another, and there's no way when you're hearing that for the first time that you're going to be like, yeah, I know what's coming next and I know the direction it's going to go off in, because you don't really. It's just very combustible and spontaneous, off the wall. Yeah, as a first listen, I had no idea what was going to happen next, in all honesty. And that is what I like about it. I think, for the most part, with collaborations, you don't get anything new, or it sounds a bit like square pegs in round holes, which is just another way of saying that it doesn't work, basically. But this one really does. I think, you know, they sat down and they had a good session together, writing the tune, and yeah, they came up with something that is very reflective of both of their styles, but which is also quite inventive and forward-thinking, I think, within the style that they are putting together and producing. It is quite short, I can't lie. I find it a bit brief, and I do think it could have been elongated quite easily in terms of some of the dubstep sections we get here to make it a bit more epic, the duration of it as a track overall. But I also don't want to be ungrateful for what we've got here. It's a great collaboration and some really, really good material here. Basically, you can't have it all. It's never going to be perfect, and who knows, maybe making it longer would have made it worse. So I think, yeah, do just have to be grateful for what we've got here. For the most part, very good. But knowing the tune a bit now and how it goes for the most part, I'm going to give it one more run through. It's a good introduction. All the eeriness of their combined styles coming together, just really good. I like that. It's just got all the darkness of Trampa and Marauda infused. Love it. Oh, fuck! Oh, my hair, man! That just made me want to get up and fucking go ham! Oh! Woo! Holy shit. Woo! My New Year's resolution, well, one of them was to go to the gym more, and I've been going 4 times a week since the new year came around, the new decade, and I haven't got that tired yet. Now that I've heard that again, really is some fucking good stuff on that tune. And now that I have gathered and collected myself those aforementioned questions. Firstly, what were your favourite parts of the tune? I think the introduction sets the scene really well, very dramatic and eerie, and I think also the perfect way to kick off a collaboration between those two. You really wouldn't have it any other way. I think the dubstep as well is loud and in your face. Again, exactly what you want from them, and varied also within that particular style. It could have repeated itself quite a lot. We could have got the same thing over and over, but no, I think especially when you hear it for the first time, it's very off the wall, combustible, spontaneous, and you never really know what direction it's going to go off in next. As an extension of that, some amazing vocal samples dropped in. I really like the placement and awareness of everything in the heaviest moments here. And yeah, the overall largeness of it as well, I love. Really, really getting me going, as you saw. Next up, what were your least favourite parts of the tune? One thing here, I've mentioned it already, the brevity or shortness of it. that really is it, I think. Quite simple structurally. I think you could turn that into a positive by saying, I just want more of it, I want more of the heaviness here. But no, it's actually from a different angle, because I feel like a midsection and just a bit more awareness in the middle area of that track to embellish and strengthen the overall structure of it and make it a bit beefier, more impressive, would have been great for it. But yeah, that is my one drawback. And finally, what do you make of the tune overall? I think it is just a very organic and true combination of their styles for the most part. Throughout, it is very much a collaboration between them. You can hear clearly, I think, in every section here, that it is a blend and a mix of their styles, and yeah, it comes across as very pure and genuine. I think there was a definite risk here, like when you have two magnetic poles that are the same, kind of repelling each other. The similarity between them might not have worked or gelled together all that well, but I think the difference between them is significant enough that when they have been brought together, it's just worked, and there isn't a point here where it sounds off or like the meshing of their styles is just not really fitting. Undeniably short, again, I am not gonna refute that idea. That is my main drawback with it, no doubt. But for what we do get here, I think it is very good, and that it is a thing at all, I think we can be very grateful for. But there we have it, guys, my initial thoughts and reaction to the new track from Trampa and Marauda, Ruckus. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. But what did you guys make of Ruckus? Do you have any favourite moments from it? Anything you yourself would change about it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell along the way so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video to the channel, and my social media accounts are linked in the description box down below. And also, if you want to watch some other live reviews on the channel, they will be linked right here. And lastly, if it's naughty, then you know, guys, so be sure, as always, to keep it naughty and stay safe. And I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Trampa, Marauda, Ruckus, peace out.